Karnataka is India's ultimate startup destination with over 14,000 registered startups and 45 unicorns. Bangalore, proudly known as the nation's startup capital, ranks third globally in the number of startups, cementing its place as a powerhouse of innovation. The city also has 144 incubators and accelerators and 1,500 plus VC funds. Karnataka's success is further driven by strong industry-government collaboration, a bold entrepreneurial spirit, and cutting-edge R&D hubs of global giants. As we approach our global investors meet, I eagerly look forward to recognizing and rewarding the startups shortlisted through Venturize, our international startup challenge. Venturize is set to boost startup ecosystem and drive innovation and entrepreneurship across the country. Join us as we accelerate growth and shape the future through Invest Karnataka 25.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Top Stocks, our brand new show where we focus on superb quality stocks available for some reason at either a fairly discounted price to their true value or are in news for various reasons. It could be third quarter earnings or maybe quarterly earnings. It could be a surge or a fall in stock price. It could be a change in ratings, or simply it could be a fairly good entry level to make it a part of your long-term portfolio. First, let me just go through the disclaimers. This show is not an invitation to buy or sell these stocks by any stretch of imagination. If you wish to take a position into these stocks, please consult an independent financial advisor before you take any step. And another disclaimer, I have zero trading positions in the stocks that I mentioned. Today, we will be discussing two very important companies. One, Muthoot Finance for its third quarter earnings, and two, Kotak Mahindra Bank for a very important news development that has happened in the company. Let's start with Muthoot Finance first. What you see in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, is a record high. Muthoot Finance is a lender of gold loans against the precious metal as a collateral. It is India's largest mid-cap company holding in the NBFC gold loan portfolio within mutual funds. Let me first share these details. At the end of January 2025, 122 mutual fund schemes held Muthoot Finance in their portfolio, compared with 116 schemes in the month of December and just 100 schemes in the month of August 2024. So as you can see, just as the stock price has risen, there has been a steady accreditation of Muthoot Finance into mutual fund portfolios. That talks about quality and that talks about strength of the balance sheet that is being now respected by mutual funds. Therefore, keep an eye out Muthoot Finance. Now, let us look at the earnings that were reported by Muthoot Finance day before yesterday. Operating income rose 40% in the quarter gone by to 4,423 crores. It was an improvement of 40% over the year ago quarter, that is December 2023, when the number stood at 3,168 crores. It is also a sequential rise compared with 4,117 crores as top operating income that Muthoot Finance reported in the September quarter. Look at net profit. Net profit surged in the third quarter gone by 33% to 1,363 crores rupees. It also rose sequentially from 1,251 crore rupees. So top end financials, both in terms of profit and both in terms of top line. This is what has happened as far as the internals of the balance sheet of Muthoot Finance is concerned. Now let's look at the stock price. What you see in front of you, the chart, shows the company at a record high. Today, Muthoot Finance is trading 5.5% higher at about 2,323. About 604 crore rupees worth of Muthoot Finance has been traded. This is a record high, and it is a record high at a time when entire mid cap space, small cap space and large cap space is going through a tremendous bout of profit booking. So, look at the contrasting thing that has happened. There is only one record high in all of NSE 500 today, and that is Muthoot Finance. Now, let us look at what Daulat Capital is telling its customers in terms of what Muthoot Finance can do. Bear in mind that Muthoot Finance at the moment is primarily a south based NBFC that is into gold loans. It has a presence across 29 states, has more than 4,700 branches, but south in terms of geographical presence has the highest weightage. About 59% of 4,700 branches of Muthoot are in South India, and it has more than 2 lakh customers on a daily basis. This is what it has served. It has about 183 tons of gold jewelry which it keeps as security and lends against them. Remember, it has a direct correlation with higher gold price. Gold today is above 86,000 rupees a tola. It has a record high, and it is against these gold jewelry and gold physical that Muthoot Finance lends. What is more interesting as far as data is concerned is that loan book for Muthoot Finance has doubled over the last 5 years to about 79,500 crore rupees, and it accounts for about 86% of its total portfolio of lending. Despite the record high, you see Muthoot Finance at the moment trading at a price earnings multiple of, let me just get this data for you, 17.6. It is at a record high. Still, its PE is lower than that of the Nifty. Price to book is a decent 3.29, and the dividend yield is 1.1%. Yes, when you look at the 5-year or the 10-year PE, it is higher than the 5-year median PE, but this is how quality stocks are rewarded by fund holders. So, this is all about Muthoot Finance. Let me just give you one very important development from Daulat Capital. This is a research report which puts a price target of 2,520 with an upside of 15%. This is not to say that you should buy this stock now, but in terms of correction, please keep Muthoot Finance on your radar. Let me just give some details on the key takeaways that the earnings call had given to shareholders. Muthoot Finance says gold loan growth will be healthy in the fourth quarter as well. So far in the past 9 months, the year to date growth in gold loans has been 28%. What is more important is that Muthoot Finance has added about 800 branches during the year, with about 1,000 branches in all. What is also interesting is that GPay and PhonePe partnerships are now helping in gold loans, and of course many other loans that the company is offering. Asset quality has improved dramatically, and this is the reason why you need to keep Muthoot Finance on your radar. The other stock that we are going to discuss is a very well known lender, which is Kotak Mahindra Bank. Kotak Mahindra Bank, ladies and gentlemen, is the third largest private sector bank in terms of market capitalization. It is undergoing, it was undergoing a consolidation over the last 5 years. The stock has returned absolutely nothing. But a major development happened yesterday. Kotak Mahindra was allowed by the Reserve Bank of India to resume adding customers online, as also in the credit cards business. After an 8-month gap, Kotak Mahindra Bank can now add fresh customers, and that is the reason why Kotak Mahindra Bank is the top traded counter today, 1.5% higher, 1973. It is now about 1387 crores that have been traded as far as Kotak Mahindra Bank is concerned. Let me just highlight some other positives that I have on Kotak Mahindra Bank. As I have said, this is a company that has not performed at all over the last 5 years or so, and that is the reason why the median PE of Kotak Mahindra Bank is about 27, and at the moment Kotak Mahindra Bank is available at a price earnings multiple of 17 rupees. If you look at 17 points, if you look at the 10-year performance of the median PE, the 10-year average of median PE is somewhere like 34.88, and for the moment the PE is at about 17. So this is the difference as far as quality stocks are concerned, but I must warn you that over the last 5 years, each year Kotak Mahindra Bank has appreciated only 2.9% versus the 12.5% increase each year CAGR on the Sensex. This is something to be worried about because the bank has not reformed, not rewarded shareholders for the medium to long term. Over the 10 years, Kotak Mahindra Bank, because of its negative performance in the previous 5, the average return has come down to 11.8%. Kotak Mahindra Bank has been one of the top wealth creators over a long period of time, but the last 5 years have been painful. It has been involved with many controversies with the central bank, but the latest one has been now taken care of. Kotak Mahindra Bank can now add fresh customers online, and it can also resume its credit card activity. So it is undervalued, it has not performed, it is a part of the Nifty, and at the same point of time you have seen Kotak Mahindra Bank report very strong earnings. Sales in the year ago quarter, that's net interest income, rose 15% in the third quarter to 16,633 crores from 14,500 crores in December 2023. Net profit rose 10% at about 4,710 crores versus 4,265 crore rupees. So these are the two stocks, ladies and gentlemen, which you need to keep in mind. Muthoot Finance, it's at a record. Keep the stock on your radar. This is the best play that you can have in terms of gold prices. As you know, Indians fall in love as far as gold is concerned. One thing I wanted to also inform on Muthoot Finance was the stellar performance that the company has given over the last 5 years. It has handsomely beaten the Sensex and the BSE Finance Index. Each year, Muthoot Finance has appreciated 25% compared with the 13% rise in the Sensex CAGR over the last 5 years, and over the last 10-year period, each year Muthoot Finance has appreciated 27% compared with the 11% rise on the Sensex CAGR. So it's a multi-bagger stock, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the quality that has been rewarded phenomenally by long-term institutional investors. At a record high today, Muthoot Finance and Kotak Mahindra Bank are the two top stocks that we discuss in our top stock show today. Again, this is not an invitation to buy them, it is just an invitation to keep them on your radar, and of course consult a financial advisor when it comes to taking a position in these two. Yesterday I had highlighted Lupin, which was the top mid-cap pharma stock held by mutual funds. Today Lupin has been one of the top performers. I saw the stock rising 5% earlier. It's now up 4% at 2104. The all-time high on Lupin is somewhere like 2300 rupees. Please also keep an eye out on Lupin, and again, please consult your independent financial advisor before taking any position either in Lupin, Kotak Mahindra Bank or Muthoot Finance. Thank you for watching.
I am proud to highlight Karnataka's crucial role in driving innovation in the aerospace and defense sector. Karnataka contributes to 65% of India's aerospace-related exports and caters to 70% supplier base for India's aerospace and defense industry. Supported by robust infrastructure, skilled talent, and global partnerships, Karnataka is shaping the future of India's aerospace aspirations. Invest Karnataka 2025 will further solidify our state's position as a preferred investor destination for aerospace and defense companies.
With new trade wars surmounting globally, where does India stand? To talk more about this, we have here with us DK Joshi, who's the Chief Economist, CRISIL. Pleasure to have you here, sir.
Happy to be.
Sir, I want to start by asking you that, there's a lot of news about US tariffs. What sort of effect do you expect that it can have on the Indian markets and on a lot